If your pet, whatever it is, had its own Instagram account, what in the world would they post? It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
I'll tell you what Becky texted in. She said, my dog Remy would post white knuckle car rides with his mom. So she travels a lot between Spartanburg and Columbia. Every time she changes lanes, puts on the brakes, puts a blinker on, he has to check the situation. Like, he gets in the window and he's like, all right, what just happened?
That's funny.
And so I love that she lets him travel with her.
What did you see in Sam's, did you say?
So I was in Sam's on Saturday. Parrot on a lady's shoulder.
Okay, so this parrot would post shopping at Sam's.
Or just daily trips with mom and dad. Because, I mean, it was just like, and it was so well behaved, which I was surprised about. That it was so well behaved. Didn't get its feathers ruffled about anything.
Oh, my word. Oh, my word.
And then we were at a restaurant, and there was a dog in the restaurant, service dog. I totally get that. But it was sitting at the table. It was on the chair.
On the chair at the table.
On the chair.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
just pulled up and didn't even try to get anybody's food or anything.
Okay. Posting, if your dog, if your cat, if your pet, whatever, could post anything on Instagram themselves, what would they do on their own Instagram account? Addison's here at 800-447-7234. What about you, Addison?
Oh, my goodness. I have a American Bulldog named Lily. She's about 2 years old. She makes a sound like I've never heard a dog make before. She makes a sound, and I'm going to try to make it. It's just like... She sounds like she's chirping like a bird or something. I mean, it is the craziest thing. And she always, like, rolls on her back, and she's, like, wagging her tail. She wants you to play with her. It is really funny.
That is very interesting.
Yeah. It's like a sound that I've never heard a dog make before.
And when did the dog start making the sound?
She's only 2. She just turned 2, but she's always done it. I mean, and it's like when she wants to get your attention or something. Huh. She, like, looks at you. She goes,
Rob and Liz,
his morning crew.
If your pet had its own Instagram account, what in the world would it post? Addison, or this is Anna. Anna is here at 800-447-7234. What about you, Anna?
Well, he does have an Instagram account.
Oh.
So
well, what do you...
He is a rabbit, and he just tells about his adventures during the day and when he gets to go to the office and all kinds of things.
Latest adventure.
Did get to go to the office for a work day for the whole day.
What's his Instagram handle?
Rabbit Trails with Gus.
Oh, my word.
I just followed him.
Look at this rabbit.
He's so cute.
Anna, this is the cute. Anna, in my life, I've never seen a rabbit so poofy.
Oh, and very nice hair.
Poofy.
I want to know what products he uses.
It's a poofy rabbit.
It is.
That's crazy. Cool.
Mercedes said, okay, her kid said, Oliver would say, who's a Yorkie, cuddling with my 7-year-old mama, Abby. And the Boston Terrier, Noah says, would be sleeping like always and loving it as long as Oliver, who's the Yorkie, leaves him alone.
Okay, then.
Okay, so that's what they would do. Marion said Daisy the Basset Hound would show you all the things she can use to get on top of cabinets.
Oh, no.
Evie the Pit Bull Rescue would show you all of her many ways to escape. And Howie the Jack Russell would show how he gets lost in the couch.
You have many, many pets, Marion.
And they all have these fun personalities.
Rob and Liz,
his morning crew.
Sometimes you just have to get in touch with them. Doesn't matter what's going on, where you are, you have to get in touch with your family.
Like this meteorologist, in the middle of his forecast, he calls his kids. Now, this is in Washington. This is Doug Camier, who's a chief meteorologist at the TV station that he works for. And so here he is tracking a tornado, because there was some horrific weather that happened last week. It seemed like it was all over the nation. And it was Thursday for where he was. And so he's saying, oh, my word, this is going over my house. Literally, he picks up the phone and he calls his kids. Here's a part of that conversation as it happened live on the air for Storm Team 4 in Washington.
This is along Wisconsin Avenue as well. So heads up if you live along Massachusetts or Wisconsin Avenue. Kent, you there, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, hey man, I want you to get down in the basement. We got a tornado warning. All right, so I want to make sure you and Callie get downstairs as soon as you can. Okay? Yeah, get down there right now. Get in the bedroom down there, and just kind of wait for like 10, 15 minutes. Okay? Do it now. All right, thanks, buddy. All right, so that was just, got to warn my kids because I know what my kids are doing right now. They're probably online gaming, and they're not seeing this.
Yeah. He was so calm during all of that.
I had cold chills just listening to him.
Right.
And you can hear not really panic, but just the urgency in his voice of, all right, buddy, I want to tell you, get down there. Take care of yourself.
And stay down there. And it's like, okay, Dad's calling. I better do this. So his kids went down into the basement, and they were safe. After 15 minutes, everything was okay. But wow, to do that so calm, cool, and collective live on the air.
Live on the air. And his kid's
amazing, right?
Yeah. So Dolly Parton, she's always looking at, I feel like she's just sitting back looking at Twitter and social media and saying, okay, where can I plug in and help people that are in need, especially in her home state of Tennessee. So Dolly Parton decided, because they had some wildfires just recently in Tennessee, especially in Sevierville, which is where Dollywood is and where she's basically from. They had some wildfires. And so she said, any couple that was affected, and this can be you live there or your wedding venue was burned or affected in these wildfires, you can get married at her Dollywood venue absolutely free.
What's her venue?
She has a venue that it's a home that she used to own or used to live in. I guess she still owns it.
It was her house?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it wasn't like her childhood home, but it was a home that that she lived in. It has a barn. It's absolutely, the acreage is beautiful. So she said, if you're, someone that was affected by these wildfires, again, if you live in that part of Tennessee or your wedding venue, burned or was affected in any way.
So you can get married at Dolly Parton's house.
Basically. It's
That's
not like
pretty
she's
cool.
sitting in a rocking chair on the front porch.
But that would be awesome.
It would be awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
She's just there with her husband. She gets out her guitar, sings a few songs.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
If you were planning on getting married in Sevierville or, in that area and your venue was affected, you have until May 1st. So really only just a couple of weeks.
I wonder if she has dogs.
Dolly Parton has dogs and
Will
horses.
She clean up after them before the wedding happens?
I don't see Dolly doing that with those nails.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
So here's this school district in Pennsylvania that's now going to check everybody's lunch to make sure they don't have a lot of snacks.
That's so weird to me. So you can only have a 4-ounce bag of chips and a 20-ounce soda. Other than your celery sticks. You can have all the celery sticks you want.
Oh, yeah, all the fruits and vegetables. And here is why. It's not because they're thinking about health. They're thinking about the kids selling it and trading it.
Because they have been showing up with grocery bags full of chips and candy and cookies and the whole thing and all the sodas, and a couple of kids are selling them. My youngest son did this. He went to Sam's or Costco or one of the big box stores and bought some Airheads and Skittles and things like that and sold them at school.
Little entrepreneur.
He is.
Look at that.
He even had a little snack box here at the station for a while.
He did.
Trying to make some extra cash. So I think it's okay if they do that, but maybe it does
depends.
distract.
I mean, it distracts.
Yeah.
And if they start trading it for Beyblades or Pokemon cards and all
Right.
that other stuff, who knows? I mean, it does get distracting from studies.
I can
for
see
some.
both sides of it,
Yeah.
really, but it does promote, entrepreneurs. Is it different than selling maybe Girl Scout cookies, through the little sheet at
But they
school?
don't do it at school.
Every now and then you'll have, go to
Really?
the teacher. I mean, I don't think.
Usually you bring it at work and then you ask all your coworkers to buy it for your kid.
Oh, sorry, I was ordering something.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I think they just sit back and they wonder in the boardroom, how many different ways can we repackage Coke Zero? It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio, because now they're packaging something that they call Pixel, right? Pixel soda, which is Coca-Cola, and it's all the megaverse things, and so Pixel as in pixelated pictures. And so they're coming out with a Bite limited edition Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Pixie Cola.
What in the world does a Pixel even taste like?
Well, and that's the big question mark. The question mark is, what is it going to taste like? I say Coke Zero.
Kind of, but was it the Starlight? That was the last one that was kind of?
I have no idea.
So my son's girlfriend thinks it tastes like cotton candy. I just think it does not taste good at all. I didn't like it at all. So this is the newest thing, but you can't even get this one in stores.
No, it's like they say extremely limited, and they're only going to do this thing online in a couple of weeks.
And I can see that it'll probably be a collector's item. I know a lot of people that will collect, any kind of Coke paraphernalia, whether it's a train that has Coca-Cola on it, this kind of thing.
If you're a fan, you've been collecting them for a while, it'd be a thing.
Yeah, but I just want to know what a Pixel tastes like. Does it taste like a computer keyboard? Does it taste? Well, I mean, that's all I can gather. The screen.
True.
I mean, I could just lick the screen and we'd be all good.
Please.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Things are changing in a good way. His morning crew with Rob and Liz, his radio.
Well, one thing that's changed is that at these Disney parks, I don't know if you go to Disney or not, but at the parks, they had done away with the character greetings like Pluto and Goofy and Minnie and Mickey and all those things. So they used to do these greetings and there would be hugs and pictures and all that stuff. They're back.
Yeah.
So they're coming back like, I don't know if they're back this week or next week, but they're like, okay, they're coming back again. Interesting fact. Back in the early 90s and late 80s, I did a Bible study at the Ringling School of Art in Sarasota.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
I was a single guy. It was right before I met Amy. And so these students at that college, the Ringling School of Art and Design, they would intern at Disney.
Oh, fun.
And some of them would be in the art department, and some of them would get side jobs being one of the characters. And so I would know Goofy and get signatures from Goofy and Pluto and all those. It was neat.
That is kind of cool. I'm just thinking, did you get the autograph while they were Goofy?
No,
Okay.
they brought it back. One of them brought me a Goofy hat and had signed it and then showed me how they sign it. Which is really neat. Yeah, it's really neat. And this is the late 80s and early 90s that this happened.
So if they're not in their Goofy persona, does it then count? I'm just wondering.
Sure. Why not?
Sure.
They would spend no more than, I think, a half hour in it and then go back in, and then somebody else would come out in there because they're so hot.
Have you ever been in one of those costumes?
Nope. Never have. Never will.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You are not going to believe this, but a week from today, we get to tell you that you get to win this big...
Wait. Shh. Don't jump. Don't give it all away.
Why are you momming me?
I'm sorry.
You just did a mom hush. She did a mom hush on his radio this morning. Mama Liz did a mom hush with Rob and Liz.
I'm just trying to, we can't give away too much.
But there's a party that someone's going to win.
Okay, that's it. That's enough. That's good. Don't you think that's good?
Well, then...
Good. But... No, we can't. So it's going to be a party, which is going to be a lot of fun. It will be outside.
We did not mention food. So food...
Oh, my goodness.
What? Shh. And then the neighborhood. Someone's going to win.
What? I need a needle and thread. That
For
actually
what?
sounds bad. I was going to sew
what?
your lips together.
Oh, that's
terrible.
graphic.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
How about running a post office in Port Lockroy?
Okay.
Port Lockroy. Very nice post office. Very wonderful conditions. As a matter of fact, the high and the low will be the same tonight and tomorrow and during the day today.
I like
really nice.
when you can kind of count on the weather.
It's
like
really
that.
consistent.
Yeah.
The high and the low is really consistent all day and all night long because it'll be about -1 today at Port Lockroy. It is in Antarctica, just to let you know. And you'll be running the post office. And here's the perk. If you like penguins, you get to monitor penguins while you're running the post office.
Oh, look at that.
It's a part of the job.
Do they get a lot of mail in Antarctica?
Oh, of course. There's tons of mail in Antarctica. And enough mail that you do have time to monitor penguins.
I'm thinking 1 or 2 letters a year is all you're going to have to worry about.
You'd think that actually some people live in Antarctica.
Yeah,
Not
a few.
like, thousands.
No. But what do you do when you monitor the penguins? So if you see one in distress, do you have to run out and give it like mouth to beak or...
Okay, well, she has some imagination.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
They got away with $23,000 worth of this. Here's what happened. There's these, in the Netherlands, these criminals who spend a lot of time trying to figure out, okay, how can we get in and get it? Okay, you're in charge of this. You're in charge of that.
It's like the movies.
It is. It's like a movie. They were, covered black top to bottom. They had things over their face.
It's a big heist.
Yes.
Is this a movie or is this real life?
No, this is real life. $23,000, 3,500 pounds of cheese.
For real?
For real.
They stole cheese and just cheese?
They just stole cheese, and I think this is not the first time. This is the biggest heist that they've been able to get away with so far. They're not going to get away. Believe me, they're going to get caught.
What's the why? Is there a why? Do they have the question to why they had to steal cheese?
No, they have no idea other than they're going to sell it, take it, cut it up into little triangles.
Put it in little packages.
I guess, yeah.
Sell it for crackers.
Right? And they're going to sell it. Or that is one large charcuterie board.